Okay, so to answer your question, why did this New York City native choose to move to South Carolina? I really have to give you a little background. So we had been based in Costa Rica for almost 4 years. We got to a point where we decided that it would be time to move back to the States. After having lived in a tropical environment for almost 4 years and doing quite a bit of traveling, there were different things that we wanted out of our next city. We wanted access to an international airport because we love to travel, and I have family in New York. My husband has family in Michigan, so convenience to air travel was important. Although in this COVID era, not really doing so much traveling by plane. Sidebar. We have 2 teenage boys, and we wanted to live in a place where they would have more options, schooling options, career choice options, just to give them the ability to have a lot of options. That was really important. I had lived for the most part in a tropical environment for the last 4 years and had no interest in going back to New York City winters. So the Northeast was really out just from that standpoint alone. I love New York, born and raised there. It's my city, my family is there. I just hate winter and shoveling snow and layers. No. So we started doing some research into some southern cities that had the travel access, had culture, had great schools for our boys to choose when they got to the point of deciding on secular education. Just wanted to live in a place that had all the fun things that we love to do. The live music, the great food, the sights, the amazingly beautiful beaches. One of the things that really won me over was the dolphins. I love dolphins, and literally every time I go to the beach or take a walk along the Battery or the pier, we see dolphins. So what's there not to love? We just fell in love with the overall vibe of the city. We just felt that like it was a good medium place for us. So we tell people, you know, New York's energy and fast-paced life is up here. Costa Rica was way down here. And we feel like Charleston is like that happy place in the middle where you still get the feel of living in a city. You still get all the benefits of living in a city, the restaurants, the culture, the things to do. You can travel a couple of hours and you can be up in the mountains, or you could go to the beaches and just soak in the sun, which is completely my thing to do. So yeah, it just fit, it just made sense. And when we visited, we actually had planned to visit the state of Georgia and South Carolina. We were gonna stay in Charleston for the first 2 weeks, and then we were gonna head down to Savannah, Georgia, and kind of scout that area out as well. But we never made it to Savannah. We wound up spending the entire month of our trip here in Charleston. There was just something new to see and do every day, and we just had a great time. So we actually started scouting out places that we could live and spent the rest of our trip just picking out neighborhoods that we would want to rent in, because we always like to rent before we own. Yeah, that's the whole story. Thanks for listening.